That's actually a solid question. And the reason I say it's a solid question, because I know a lot of you guys that are following me are generally in or around construction, engineering, architecture, etc. And so when I say 1 hour rated, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But every once in a while, I need to be reminded, especially when I'm dealing with clients, especially residential clients. Oftentimes, this is their first time dealing with an architect or construction or anything related and don't fully understand. So 1 hour of what? 1 hour of fire resistance rating. So basically testing labs, ICC, UCC, ICC has their own testing lab. The underwriters lab, they have testing. And what they do, they put together these systems, light them on fire, see how long it takes to burn over and over. And they come up with a rating to say, okay, with this assembly of a 5/8 chipboard on both sides of a 2x4 stud, it took an hour before the structure was compromised, before the fire got through. So you know that with this system, this design, that you have at least a minimum of 1 hour of protection from one side to the other, or to the structure failing. It's a very useful way in which we do design. So one of the other comments that was in this same string of comments was talking about what seemed like a townhouse design from the way he described it, two houses that were butt up against each other. And he talked about how there's two layers of 5/8. And so there's a UL design 493, I think it is, might be 301, that talks about putting two layers of 5/8 type X gypsum board on each side of a stud. It's creating a 2 hour barrier from side to side. And the reason why is the code requires that you have a 2 hour fire rated barrier when you're either on the property line or against another building. This is part of how we think about life safety, one of the many ways. So I'm actually sitting outside of a client's structure right now, and it is a steel construction, so it's a type 1. They have sprinklers. My guess is 1A versus 1B. So we have to protect the structure for 3 hours. So they need a minimum of 3 hour rated on the structure for this because of that. Just things that are important come along, that I deal with daily, that I forget that people don't deal with daily, like